Today's daf is daf Mem Daled, and we're going to begin Eliyitmar. So the Mar Eliyitmar, if it was stated like this. Rabbi S Greenwald, my time that the lived it of Kidushin, so he says that this with regards to Kidushin, they made daita, which takes effect only with her consent, the one who actually accepts Kidushin, so Avia V'Lehi, her father can accept but not her, since Kidushin requires her approval. Kidushin, when it comes to divorce, the Bal Karcha, which can be without her consent, so Ben he ben Avia, either her or her father. So whereas Hari Maimra, we know in regards to Maimra the Midaito, it's only valid with her consent. Uktania, we learned Ben he ben Avia, both of them. So the Maimra says husband by Maimra the Bal Karcha. And the truth is, we did this the other day. Just a recap. Husband by Maimra the Bal Karcha, but be the Tanya is Maimra Yuvam. Just like that, there'd be a Mekin V'Chomim like okay. So I think one of my time that what's the reason of Rabbi Gomer Bia the Yavama. He learns to be from Yavama, Ma Bia the Yavama Bal Karcha, Afachanam the Bal Karcha. This is where we left off. So what are they arguing? Rabbi holds that one should learn things involving Yavama from other matters involving Yavama, and marriage between Yavama and Yavama can be against her will. The Chacham hold that we should learn Kiddushin from Kiddushin. So the Gemara says, could the commentator Sebechlan makes this reasonable with regards to, as Sebechlan explains, that only the father can accept Kiddushin. This that we learn Mashenke B'Kiddushin from the fact that it teaches us that a father can accept Kiddushin from what it says the Bryce in regards to Yavam. In the case of a young woman, the young can perform it either with her consent or with the consent of her father. Unlike the halacha in regards to Kiddush. So should we say that this is a tiyufta to Rish Lakish who holds that according to Chachamayin, a Nari can also accept her own Kiddushin? Amar Lacha Rish Lakish will tell you how many Rabbi Yehuda Damar Einshtei Yadayim Zeiches Kachas. Rabbi Yehuda holds 2 hands do not acquire an item as one. So the Gemara asks, Rabbi Yehuda, if this is Rabbi Yehuda, Mashenke B'Kiddushin, what does the Bryce mean, unlike the halacha with regards to Kiddushin? Mashenke B'Kiddushin, maybe they should have said that this is not like Gershon. So the Gemara says, Einachanami, you're right, I did tell you Maimer to Dominic Kiddushin, since it taught the halacha of Maimer, which is similar to Kiddushin, Tananami Mashenke B'Kiddushin. So the Gemara asks Rabbi Yehuda Maishna Maimer, and according to Rabbi Yehuda, why is Maimer different from Gershon? Why can a young woman accept, but not a Gittin, when both can be performed without her consent? So the Gemara answers and says that since she's bounded to the Yavam standing away from him, acceptance of the Kiddush money by the Yavam suffices to affect. Where it says, Hashta das is lach, and now that you arrived at this explanation, V'echlan nami leitikshilach, V'echlan also should not pose difficulty for you from the outset. One cannot question the statement with regards to the Chacham's opinion in the case of Kidushin. Shanimaimer Herlos Kukubei Medis, since Yavam is bounded to the Yavam standing in wait for him. Tanan, we learned in a Mishnah, Ish Mekadosh is B'Kiddushin Nairo. A man can be Mekadosh's daughter to a man when she is a young woman, by him or by means of his agent, shliach. So the Gemara analyzes. It's mashma that by himself or by means of a shliach. But not by means of her shliach. This is a tif to Rish Lakish. Lakish will tell you Hanami Rabbi Yehuda. This is Rabbi Yehuda. So our says we matzis mukmi. But can you establish the Mishnah according to the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda? Oktani Seifa, but the fact that the Seifa says the case of one who says to a woman, Iskachli b'Tamarazu, be Mekudeshes to me with this date, and adds, Iskachli b'Zoi, and be Mekudeshes to me with that date, she is Mekudeshes only if one of them is worth at least a Shabbat Bruta. And we say, Ma Tana Iskachi. Who's the Tana who taught that the 2 dates are valued separately only if he said, become Mekudeshes in a separate statement when giving each date? But if he said become a Kidushin only once the value of the 2 dates are added together, Rabbi says, Rabbi Shimon, this is the opinion of Shimon. He holds that one is not chayav to bring multiple karbonos for making a shua shav. For example, a person says, I take an oath that I did not have your item, nor yours, nor yours. He brings a single korban. This is the halacha, unless one states the expression of the oath to each and every one. He says, he has to say, I take a shua, I don't have yours. I take a shua, I don't have yours. In which case, he brings multiple karbonos. Tana the Mishnah is Rav Shimon, not Rabbi Yehuda. And if you say that the Tana, that the entire Mishnah is concerning Yehuda, and he holds in accordance to the opinion of Rav Shimon, can be but does he in fact holds in accordance to the opinion of Rav Shimon with regards to the specification of separate oaths? This is the klal. The principle with regards to one liability to bring a korban for a shvua shav, if you include all the statements in one shvua, he is chayav for one oath. But if you specify them, chayav kol achas v'achas, that would be meir. Rabbi Yehuda says, points that I take an oath that I did not have your deposit, or yours, nor yours, nor yours, and he was found to have taken a shvua shav, he's chayav to bring a korban for each and every one. So this is mashma that Rabbi Yehuda disagrees with Rabbi Shimon with regards to the question of when shvuas are considered distinct. Rather, Rabbi Shimon, the entire Mishnah is Rabbi Shimon, and in regards to shtukas, he also Rabbi Yehuda, only the father of the naira can appoint the staff to accept her Kidushin or her Gishin. Basi, this is the word says, Basi loy ol lebei midrash. Basi did not go to the beis medrash. After he found Reb Zera. He said to him, "My Omer in the beis medrash. What was said today in the beis medrash?" So he says, "I also didn't go." Rabbi is the one who went, and he said, he says everyone sided with the opinion of Rabbi Yechon. There's a difference between Kidushin and Gershon in the case of an idol. So Rish Lakish screamed at them like a crane. Yatsa ba'isa. And she departs out of his house and goes and he comes. But let God Ashkas have nobody paid attention to Amalei. Rabbi Avin Bar Samcho. Rashi said to him, is Rabbi Avin reliable? Can one be sure that he transmitted an accurate report? Yes, in the case he can be trusted, since the last time was like the interval between catching a fish from the sea and bringing it to a frying pan. Amrei Binachon Bar Yitzchak says, "I know like Rabbi Avin ben Rabbi Avin Bar Kana El Rabbi Avin Stam." So the Gemara asks, "The line of Kamina, what difference does it make? What does it matter which Rabbi Avin is said in the Makar?" Or says, "L'meimna didei adidei." To raise a contradiction between his psak and another psak. He said, if there were to be a conflicting opinions, both Rav Avin, so then we can ask a shayla. If not. Boy minei Rav Nachman, he asked a shayla, naira. According to the Chacham, we'll hold that a naira can accept her own gershon. So what's the halacha? What's the halacha with regards to the ability of a young woman to appoint a shtiach to receive or get divorce from her husband? Or explains the two sides of the question. Since a naira is under her father's jurisdiction, issue with regard to the acquisition, afi nami shavar shliach, is still like an extension of her father's hand. Or she's considered like her father's courtyard. So she might be considered like her father's hand, and just as her father can appoint the shliach, so that she can appoint the shliach. Or perhaps she's considered like her father's courtyard, and therefore she's not divorced until the get actually reaches her possession. The Gemara asks, and is Rav uncertain about this matter? Rav says, "Gos of get and the son of God av the yoshim shvar." There's a get. He says that if one wrote a get and placed in the hands of his wife's slave, who is sleeping, but she is guarding him, that is considered a good get. Neir, if the slave was awake, any get, it's not a get. Neir mai, so as he says, Neir mai any get. Why? Because why is the get not okay if he's awake? Because a slave is for her a quarter that's not mishtameres. And if you think that a Naira is considered like a father's courtyard, so even if the get reaches her possession, she should not be divorced. So she's like a courtyard that's not conscious secured by her father. Rather, it's actually obvious to Rabbi that a young woman still like her father's hand and not like a chutzner. And this is what he was asking. Is she as strong as her father's hand to the extent that she can appoint a shtiach or not? When they is her shtiach, she says she cannot appoint a shtiach. Rabbi asked to shout out to him from a Mishnah. In the case of a get, a minor is said to shtiach, then any get that she get a get though. That is a get. So the answer is of my skin, talking about that it doesn't have a father, and she can appoint a shliach since she's of age and under her own authority. But if a naira, whose father is still alive under his authority, and cannot appoint a shliach. It says on Midin Tani Seifo, but the fact that the Seifa says that if the father says, go out and receive a get for my daughter, then if the husband seeks to retract his decision after he gave the get to the shliach, he cannot, since it's as though the get reached her possession. It's mashma that the Reisha talk about that there is a father. The Gemara says, this is how you have to read. Then any get. If she has a father and says to her father, so if she has a father, the father says to her, go on and receive a get for my daughter, it's not belasted and he wants to retract, he cannot retract. Itmar stated that Amirim disagreed in the case of case of a minor who became Mekadeshus without her father's consent. Our Shmuel says, if her husband seeks to divorce, she's required a get to sever the marriage. Sichamin shows requires refusal. Omar Kananya, Fania says, are puzzling matters, including with the statement, since it's in beget, because ish is the get lama mi, and why is there mi and lama get? So Marleis, he says, now that Marukwa and his court are in the town of Kifri, to ask the question of who. They reversed the names of the respective opinions of Shmuel and Kanye. He said the question before Rab. Shadul the committee about Amlahu, Alekim, he said by Hashem, Shechet shniz get, Shechamin shniz get, Chasle the Zar, the Abba Barabba. Hashem forbid that the seed of our Abba Shmuel should see such a thing. Then Hemachli should see such a thing. Time of Mai. And what is the reason that there's no need for a get? She requires a get. Why? Because Shem Nesatsu Avi Kidushin. Perhaps the father desired the Kidushin, which means that which would take effect retroactively. She also requires Miyun. The Shem Nesatsu Avi Kidushin. Because perhaps the father did not desire the Kidushin. And people will say that the Kidushin does not take effect with their sister. Allah is that the Kidushin takes effect with the sister or one's wife or former wife only after the first husband has died. She is therefore required to perform Miyun, to indicate that the validity of her Kidushin was uncertain. If he later is Makadosh her sister, he'd be required to divorce her due to the suffix if the second Kidushin took effect. Rahman says, this concern that the father of Ktana might later state that he desired her Kidushin is relevant only when they arranged the match before Kidushin. And the case is likely that the father desired the Kidushin. Oda Amar Ula says, if a Ketan accepted Kidushin without her father's consent, her Kidushin does not take effect. Afilu Miyun in Yitzrichen. She does not require even Miyun. So the Gemara asks, Afagav the Shitcho, and even though they arranged the match, my answer is, Man the Masniha. Who teaches this? Le Masniha. The one who teaches this does not teach that. Then remember, look, Tanish and Skashla, that's okay, Afilu Miyun in Yitzrich. Also, if found a Rakulan, if before the husband had died, in Meso, this woman had died, Ms. Garshu, and perform refusal, so then is Surasim with us. So he says, the Mekacha man, when was the Kidushin by home? Either the Mekacha via, if we say that her father was Mekadosh her, the brother who died, Miyan Sagile, so the Chayda need to get value, allowed the Kidushin, rather it's referred to a case where the Kidushin, herself, and the Mishnah nevertheless says, this presents a difficulty to who holds that she does not need even her immune. Or it says, he asked and he answers it. Talking about a case that she became an orphan in her father's lifetime. He has to Shaila, says in the Brisa, in regards to Amma Ivriya, a father cannot sell his minor daughter as a Amma Ivriya to her relatives because the Torah requires that one who purchases the Amma Ivriya be able to marry her. In the name of the Chacham said, in the name of Rabbi Lezer, make it clear, you can sell her even to her relatives. Sometimes the Amma Ivriya serves only in that capacity without marrying her master. Shavan, and they agree. He can sell her to a Kohen Gadol, which will put to the Kohen Hedid. Gemara says, "Hi Almana, Eichidami." What is the case of Almana? Ilay the kasha of Yah. If we're talking about the father's Mekadosh and her husband died while she was still a minor, he's able to sell her. A person cannot sell his daughter into Shifchas after he is Mekadosh her. Allow the Kaddish you nafsho. Rather, we're talking about a case where she was Mekadosh herself as a minor, Karli Amona, and it calls her Amona. So much for that says the Kidushin is effective contrary to the pain of Olam.